this thing on? Hello.
Are we there?
I think we are there. So well, hello everyone. Welcome to Total Talk Live from Project Piper Customs. Again on a Saturday. I have my man Tom from Tom's Dioramas here with us. And yeah, man, how you doing? You good?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Excellent, excellent. We've got not a massive show this evening. There hasn't been that much in the way of news this week, but there has been some juicy bits and pieces we want to get into, especially following up from last week's stream and all that went down during that. Yeah, we've got some bits and pieces to talk about, but we're going to get into the meat and potatoes a bit later on. If you're here in the chat, say hello down below. We will not bite. And yeah, let us know if you've had your anything come through for Danny, whether it be cancellation, whether it be shipping. Let us know, because all of it is just hilarious. A whole lot is hilarious. But yeah, going to kick it off as we usually do with the songs and praise of picks of the week. So did you anything roll in for you this week, buddy?
No. I did have some comics actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, nice. What'd you get?
The Batman 89 book that's out. I've got issue 2 of that. And a load of the Batman Fortnite ones that I completely forgot I put on subscription. And then the guy that I get them from messaged me.
Yeah.
Like, are you actually going to fucking pay for these? And then I realized they'd all been getting in the spam box.
Oh.
So I hadn't seen any of the stuff coming through, and I completely forgot that I had them on order because I haven't been reading them. I only got because I got code in the back, and my kid puts it on his fucking game and then gets it. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Oh shit! Oh well, yeah, she has to get paid quick. Fair play. Yeah. I know. Oh. Thing is, I'm pretty certain that any alert that I get for Last Ronin, which is new issue coming out next Wednesday, it's probably going to go into our spam folder as well. So I've got to make sure that my subscription for that.
I went next week, and I might, when I get paid next week, I might order the Mayfix Hush. That looks like it's just about to drop.
Excellent. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Definitely. We have Tribute Entertainment in the chat. How you doing, guys? Thanks a lot, mate. How you doing? We are good. And thank you for being here and joining in with us in this, this Loot Crate hilarity. It's going to be fun. We've got some bits and pieces to get into before then. So yeah, man, nice one on the comics pickup. Speaking of comics, even though I bought this a few weeks ago, have just finished volume 6 of IDW. Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't remember what's what in it.
Well, spoilers for anyone who hasn't read this, but basically the end of this book is when Casey and April meet up with the Rat King.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what happens before with the Turtles and Splinter and Shredder with the Gauntlet Trial by Combat.
It's such a good book. It really is a great book.
It's unreal. I mean, it's obviously nowhere near as gory and war driven as The Last Ronin, but it's brutal and it's entertaining non-stop, absolutely non-stop. And I can't stop it. I can blitz through an entire hardback in 2 evenings, and they're like 30 quid a pop, so I have to try and spread it out a little bit.
Have you got to I can't remember where the Donatello bit comes into it.
Yeah, that was the end of the previous volume.
Yeah, so that had been the end of 5. That was brutal.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. We've got quite a few rolling in here now. Philip Mignon, apologies. I feel so left out by not reading any TMNT comics. Mate, if you can, if you're in a position to do so, and good news, the IDW stuff, I recently heard a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to mention it, they are going to be releasing on softback. So you won't have to pay through the nose for the hardbacks. You can get them on softback, trade paperback is what they call it.
I might pick them up.
Yeah, so I highly advise you getting onto those because they're fantastic and they're currently still going. And that's volume 6, and they've just released volume 13 of the hardback. So there's tons, absolutely tons. So plenty.
Also, go back and read the early Mirage stuff, and then compare it to the original 90s movie, and you'll be amazed how much they actually took from the comics.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%, mate. 100%. Injured Diamandos, evening to you both. Sorry if this was answered, but why was Loot Crate Danny cancelled? We're going to get into all of that. We're going to do a recap from last week's stream because that's where we dropped all the news. And we're going to get into that soon. Trust me, don't you worry. Your question will be answered. I just received my notification a few days ago. Stress reduced. Phew. Good. Good. We're going to get into it. O'Reilly Bob, hello, gentlemen. Can't participate in the chat for sure. And might dip in and out at work at the moment. Glad I caught the live regardless. I appreciate you dropping in, and I appreciate you dropping in when you can. You crack on with your work, my man. I don't want to get you in trouble, but thank you for dropping in anyway. And yeah, man, we've got some juicy stuff. And there's always the replay afterwards. Does Machines 84, how you doing, my brother? How you doing? What's up, guys? Here for the Loot Crate drama. Yeah. In 4K. We have it. I've got it all pinned up. It's so funny. It's so funny. Philomene Jr., yep, they ran out. I'm sorry for that. Was bad news for anyone. Yeah, well, there you go. It's answered, but it's just the context behind it is just hilarious. Right on. TY, I have to get that. This is my chance to get back into the comics, older comics. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. We have configuration in the house. Notification received by me too. Don't say that. Me too. You weren't me too by anyone. I really want that Danny figure. Don't know what this live is going to say. Well, I'm just going to bring you what Loot Crate have been tweeting. And I know not everyone is on the Twitter sphere, and I highly praise you for not being on it. It's a cesspool of scum and villainy, really is. But it's also a lot of fun and entertainment, and a lot of breaking news happens there in our sphere first before it hits other social media. So we're just there to spectate mainly. This Talk Live's Twitter handle is mine. No, don't follow me on Twitter. But yeah, man, that's all the chat caught up for now. A lot of people in there. Hit that like button, guys. Appreciate it. And we're going to get into the thick of it. But just to ease us in there, I'm going to let you know what came through for me this week. First things first, as you can see him right there, we have the Mark II ZD Toys Light Up Edition. So this is the second one. Didn't think they were actually going to do any more past Mark III. If they do, I'm getting the entire first 7 because they do the Hall of Armors for them too. And yeah,
it's awesome figures for the price.
Oh no, just dropped it. They are beautiful. Easily the best armors in the size range and the price point. Toys Wonderland. They're from Hong Kong. And yeah, they are not battery powered. They are chargeable mains. And they're just beautiful. So they've done the Mark II and III with the light up edition. And I hope they do the rest in light up form. But yeah, so that was one thing. Second thing to come through, if you're in the UK, you may not have had yours yet, but I did. We have the news reporter. Finally. Okay, now we're going to get into my thoughts on this in a bit. What else came through from moi? All of you lovely Americans have had this for ages, but the UK were never able to get them on our shores, so we had to order them through the NECA store just so I could have some extra accessories. But we got the Splinter and Shredder 2-pack finally rolled in. So as you can see, I've pillaged all of Splinter's accessories already. So he's currently in there with his slippers on. Okay, I've got all of his hands and bits and bobs right here. Yeah, and the pizza slice, because that's all I wanted. Damn you, NECA. Okay. And the last thing that rolled in was, well, this. Why would I pick up a 2012 Playmates figure? Well, there'll be a reason behind that, and we'll announce that reason very soon. Not on this stream, but very soon. Tom knows what I'm on about. But yeah, that's my little haul for the week. But yeah, so let's get into some of the juicy bits and bobs. So let me pick up the first thing I want to talk about, which will throw us over to the NECA Twitter. And so let me share the screen. Okay. And I'll start reading some of the chat. So share. So first things first. Okay, as you know, just make sure everything was right. Yes, I got me April in. And here you can see, don't follow me there. You won't like it. But yeah, got my, get out of the way, you. got my April in the UK today. Box was crushed slightly and the paint chipping on the bag before I've even unboxed it. Okay. So I know people had a lot of paint chipping with the purse of April. This is how it was in the box. I just literally opened that window and it was already chipping before I'd even got it in hand. Okay. So like I've said before, I never simp for a company. Okay. If they're good and they do good products, I give them all the accolades. When they do shit like this, they get all the smoke. Okay. So on this occasion, I take them both in it. So I weren't happy. Okay. And yeah, do better. Exactly. Heads are fine though. Okay. No sloppy eye paint. That's one of them there. And the other one's just fine. And you can see I'm in tiny little mode in the corner, but she is in the cabinet and she's standing unaided without the stand. Bosh. Not to say it wasn't difficult getting her in that position, of course. She does have the weak ankles. And of course, knee gate. It is what it is. That drama's been and gone. But yeah, and my caring for it is also gone too. But it is obviously a QC issue, so I brought it up. So that was the first thing that kind of grounded my little gears a little bit. And obviously you can see my box getting mullered right there. Okay, so let me come out of this tweet and go back to the feed. So that was it. You haven't picked up April, have you, mate?
Not yet. I'm waiting for it to come out here.
Yeah, so we shouldn't wait too long before they start hitting UK online retailers. This is obviously the one from the NECA store, and I do have another one on pre-order with Toys R Us. Next thing up, we've got Tom Waltz sharing another piece of Last Ronin artwork, just teasing that it is out on the 22nd. Not long, boys and girls, not long. Cannot wait. So little things like this I do like to just share. And yeah, cannot wait for this. And we're almost there. We're almost at the conclusion. Okay, scrolling up ahead. And of course, we have our first bit of juicy news for this week regarding Loot Crate. But on the positive, we have the reveal of the Dark Turtle. And this is crate 4. This is a cartoon crate. Okay, so this will be the last one that gets released. And we finally get a look at what he looks like. And mate, well, providing it loads, well, you can see where it counts for the moment. There you go. Thank you, internet. Yeah, but you sent these over, Tom, and yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. What do you think?
I can't wait. This is the only one of the Loot Crate that I've got ordered.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a massive Batman fan anyway, so it kind of everything works for me.
It does. You know, just the design of the outfit. It's like how, you know, the Bartman, you know, the way he was designed, styled after Batman,
Yeah.
but Bart Simpson style. It kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, it's Batman Donatello.
It's got a wired cloth cape, and it's not like just a turtle repaint. It's a whole new figure. Like that body, it's got an ab joint in it.
Yeah, how does that work?
Everything about it is new. Like it's not just a turtle figure painted grey with a cape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it looks like it did in the show.
Yeah.
Better than it did in the show.
You did right, mate. Glowing red eyes. The belt looks beautiful. As you say, brand new buck and wired cape. And here we go for Loot Crate. They've given us, he also has interchangeable head and mouth. It's compatible with the Turtles in Disguise figures, which we've yet to see in the UK, but whatever. The figure also has a wide cape and turtle smoke bombs accessories. Now, you see, when companies do it right, they do it right. They're going to get our praise. This is, if I had two paddles saying good NECA, bad NECA, this is a good NECA moment and a good Loot Crate moment too. Okay. So yeah, I'm so glad I also pre-ordered this because, you know, as unfamiliar I am with him in the show because it's been so long and I'm only just rewatching it now. It's Batman and a turtle. What's not to love about this?
I might have to pick up one of the Triceratons.
I know he's got something to do with the Triceraton. I'm not picking up a Triceraton. I won't do it. This is just a nice shelf dominator. That's it. That's it.
I mean, I don't know. I might end up putting him on my Batman shelf.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever pick up any of the?
I should say.
Yeah. Did you ever pick up any of the Batman Turtles crossover figures?
Only the Michelangelo one, because that's the only one that released here.
Oh, right.
None of the others did, so I ended up selling that because I was so pissed off that none of the others came out.
What? Fucking, that's pointless, man. It really is. I know. Let's see what the chat is saying. Appreciate you all for dropping by. Thanks very much, guys. And we're going to start reading what you have to say. Okay, so let's get to it. Philip Mignon, I'll get it right. I've been staying away from Twitter despite all the information that comes out of the sources. First, rely on channels like this for fill us in. I appreciate you, and we will. We will be the ones in the trenches. Yeah, we'll be the ones in the trenches. Don't you worry, and we'll give you all the news as it drops, as fast as we can. So I appreciate that, man. Ben, how is your tattoo coming along? Me and Rick have been working on it. We've got our robe. Sadly, that robe that we spoke of didn't really fit. The pants did, but the upper half didn't, on a foot buck. So that's a foot buck. Now, we may have better luck because of the buck I want to use is from the Shadow Warriors. We haven't got even a hint of a pre-order of that yet here. So it will be a while, but I'm determined to use that buck. Rick may go a different route. All the firepower to him. So hopefully his one comes out really great. And he's probably going to tinker with his robe. I may go for a completely alternate robe entirely. So we'll keep you posted how it comes along.
Actually, I'll dig it out later and send it over.
What's that?
Link for another robe.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. That'd be great. Where did I get to? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, here we go. Great light up. Love it. Yeah, man. This thing is an absolute beauty. Toys Wonderland, if you're so inclined, they are really, really good store and they're quite cheap. Yes, finally just received April myself. Super hard to get that raincoat. Yeah, man. But here's the thing. I think we will see another version of April with the raincoat. You know, they did it with Raph. They did it with Casey in the alternate head. This one version of April ain't the only version we're going to get. We'll get others, I think. And I think we'll get one with the raincoat. And if not, the soft goods collectors have an open market to just go ham. So, you know, soft good creators, that being said, they get us with these 2-packs. I know they really do. I had one little accessory that's really, really cool. I've got to buy the bloody figures again, but that's just me. Custom for sure. Right, I need that yellow raincoat. I know, mate. I know. Random 2012 figures. Some of them are neat. They ain't bad, you know. They really ain't bad. And I think you'll enjoy what we've got in store for, well, what I've got in store for this one, and what some of the other team members have got in store for some other bits and pieces. But more on that later on. That sucks. Ouch, my box had a bend, so I won't complain. But yeah, especially in UK, I know, man. So I'm not a minting box collector, so I wasn't too worried. It's just a bit, you know, did someone step on this? I'm not blaming NECA for that. You know, they did what they could with the packaging. It's just, you know, the logistics handling of the postal service. I blame them. My April from NECA website arrived today too. Awesome. Glad you got it. You know, Philip Mignon, I'm going to get it right one day. People are really having issues with April and her legs, like not just the look or the double joints, but apparently have to be careful. Yeah, my ankles are, you know, you put her down, she just wants to lean forward, which is the reason why she keeps wanting to fall over. I've got her in a position where she's good. I've even given a little earthquake test. You know, I do this for taking pictures, so I'm used to figures being like that. It's not the first time I've encountered a figure like that, but for someone who just wants to put it on a shelf, I can understand why it's a pain in the ass. Luckily, she hasn't got far to go before she leans on either Splinter or Casey, so I'm all right either way if she does decide to, you know, lean back. So we'll look, NECA going to open her. Bendable wire, hopefully those are amazing poses. Yeah, man. Hopefully the final product is just as nice as what we're seeing here. Nice new body overall, not just a repaint. Exactly. This is why they get the good NECA paddle. As a reply to Philip, I hope they don't cancel it too. I just can't trust Loot Crate and NECA distribution. I feel you. And they've given us reason to. Who knows what's going on over there? I see the chips in the paint of the ankle joint. Normally, the joints are painted and it's the only chip the moment you move them. They didn't even bother this time. They didn't even bother. But I'm going to love it regardless. That's common a bit. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see a tatsu. Appreciate it. So I'm currently working on Dr. Jordan Perry. Excellent. Let us know how you're getting on with that. That's some custom coats already on eBay. Does machines. Brilliant. Good to know. If you could drop a link or two in the chat, that'd be great. TMNT configuration, really? I would love to see that. Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah, show us, drop a link to your Instagram in there, mate, and let people see what you've done. And, people can also catch your stories of any progress you want to post. So that's the chat caught up. And yeah, back to this bad boy of a beast. Let's have a look at another picture for shits and giggles. Oh, yeah. He's even got a pointy hand. And I think the last picture, because they've released 4, is that one. Nice. So when you get yours, Tom, how are you going to pose them?
Knowing me, probably standing straight, doing nothing. Because every time I pose a figure and I get it exactly how I want it, I then never want to touch it again, and I don't take any photos with it.
That's the way. If you get them too posed up, too nice in your cabinet, and it's your only one, and then you decide you want to take pics of it, you have to go through the moral dilemma of, do I want to take it out of that pose and not get it back into how good I had it on the shelf when I put it back? So that's how I end, especially with TMNT, that's how I end up buying 2 of each. So I've got my photograph set and I've got my display set, because you never know, because those joints are getting weak. But yeah, fair play. Yeah, so that was the big juicy drop reveal from Loot Crate. This is a good Loot Crate moment. Okay. Yeah, so since we're all here, we've got a few other bits and pieces we can chime in and shoot the shit afterwards, but let's get into it, shall we? Let's stop faffing around, get into the fun. The meat and potatoes. Okay. So now, Tom, you brought this to my attention during the week. Last week, if you want to actually, let's just kill that for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, let me crawl back up for 2 seconds. Let's regale them with the tale. Okay, so last stream, quick recap. This particular picture was doing the rounds. Okay, so as you can see here, we're writing to inform you that due to the system error, we unfortunately oversold the TMNT series Loot Crate edition, limited edition 2 crates. As a result, your order will be cancelled and a full refund will be processed. We apologize for inconvenience, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and everyone's like, what's going on here? What's going on here? This did the entire rounds, and we reported on it. As soon as we heard it, it was right in time for us to do the show, and that was the main center point of the topics for that show. And we didn't know if this was real or not. We speculated, could it be fake? We started doing some problem solving, some investigation on the stream live, going through different scenarios of how this could be fake or how this could possibly be real. And yeah, we didn't know. But one thing we did know is that Loot Crate were aware and they were looking into it. Okay. They were aware, and that was brought to us by Configuration. He let us know halfway through us chatting about this that they had been notified and they were aware. And Tom himself came up with pretty much the solution that we all kind of agreed with, that if this was true, probably had something to do with the orders that rolled on over past the window. And the problem with the window was that it was cut short of the whole wave by a few days. It just sold out a few days before the window was officially meant to end, even sooner for Danny. Okay. So yeah, we could laugh at all the ones that tried to get in there for scalping or try and buy extras, try to test their luck and try to blag about it. But there could be some legit cases where people may not have financially been in a position to get it in that window, or they had lined up their payday right on time for when Loot Crate had officially put their window closing.
Yeah, this is it. The people just put it in their basket and were holding it for when they got paid. It does kind of suck a bit, but
yeah, and that's why I think
after it shut, but they were still allowed to check out.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You wouldn't know if it shut unless you went to the thingy and you refreshed it and it said sold out. And even when there was a couple of days left to go in your window, people who are like, yes, I can buy it, and they think they've got it, are now having their orders cancelled. So I feel bad for everyone. Basically, it's one of those, it's a shit situation. Okay. You got your people that, it's one of those ones where every opinion you have on people's orders getting cancelled, whether it be haha to those who want to, try and scalp or sell them on eBay and whatnot, or try their luck, I agree. To all those that feel bad for those that literally weren't in a position to pay for them then and were waiting for that final cutoff point when they could, I agree. I feel for them as well. It's just a ball of shit. Some funny shit, some sad shit. It's just one of those situations. So moving on from this is what we were talking about last week. Okay. During the week, going back to this, Tom drops this in, confirming that the cancellations were real. Okay. So this was about Tuesday, something like that. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, about
that. So as you can see, shipping and crate update, unfortunately, there have been a small amount of crate cancellations as well. If you received this email, please reach out to Ask Loot. And if you'd like an update on your crate, then final crates are getting packed and tracked numbers are being sent out. There it was. Confirmed. Okay. But then obviously a lot of people were hitting them up in the replies of the tweets, and it still left a few questions unanswered. What about my crate? What if my order was put in during the window? What was the reason behind this? And as you can see here, I've retweeted it. This is their reply. Correct. A small number of orders still went through after the sales window had closed. Boom. Tom, you can see the future.
I mean, I don't want to look smug, but I'm kind of
called it. And in 4K, you have it. Okay, so system basically confirming that was the case. Those orders that went past the window, they're the ones that are getting cancelled. And of course, a lot of people are saying, "Well, what about those that were in the window?" And to put anyone at ease, if you haven't been around and you haven't seen this already, yep, if your order was in your cart, if it was in your cart and ordered prior to the window, you're all good. And then after that, we started getting shipping updates. Your order has been shipped. So yeah, just like Han Solo, it's true. All of it. There's some cancelled and some shipping. It just makes me laugh. This is a classic case of two things can be right at the same time. So let me know in the chat if you got a shipping update saying yours has been shipped. Are you one of the unfortunates that had to have had their order cancelled? I saw when I posted up the link in one of the Facebook groups, someone had replied. They may even be in the chat, and if you are, hello. That yeah, one of their orders was being looked at. One had shipped, one hadn't. I'm guessing, a lot of people when they want to do it, they buy all of them. Buy the whole series, all 4 crates, but then they might want an extra. And as you can buy them singly as well, it's like, oh, I'll shove in an extra Danny. I'm assuming those will be fine if they're within the window still. I was having a chat with someone else as well, and it's kind of like, I don't know if Loot Crate will ever rectify this. I don't even know if Necker Store will ever rectify this, because similar things happen within their store. People can complain, this, that, and the other. Whether they actually do something about it or not, that's down to them. All I know is that if you can at the time, just get them in as quick as possible.
Yeah, as possible. There's not really much for them to make right in a way, because if they sold out, they sold out. Yeah, you shouldn't have been allowed to check out afterwards. But if that's a system glitch, it's a system glitch, it happens. But it's not like they should then suddenly have to make a load more because you didn't order it on time.
Thing is, though, when they give you a window, you kind of think, okay, these are being made to order, like the Necker Store stuff. So it's kind of like you can put in as many pre-orders as you want, providing there isn't a cap on how many per address, up until this date, and then that's it. That's final. And then we will make however many we've come through. If they sell out quick, that must mean they've already put aside an amount and stopped making them. So I don't know how it works.
I didn't like it from the start. I didn't like Loot Crate advertising. I thought it was like they were advertising how much people were scalping them for.
Yeah, that was nonsense. They shouldn't have done that.
The sale, I thought that was shocking. And yeah, if your pre-order window is open until the end of the month, and then you finish it a week early, you must have known a couple of days before, oh shit, we're getting kind of close to the max that we can actually make. Put a warning out. Look, guys, we're looking at this, and it might finish early.
Yeah, communication.
They could have done it a lot better.
Yeah, doing that, putting out how much scalper price we're going for just to rub it in, that was nonsense. So you get a bad Loot Crate panel on that one. So yeah, they could have handled it a bit better. Like the first round was a Kickstarter. You had to hope that the actual Kickstarter goal made it, like the HasLab stuff. That was the first round. That's how it handled it. So we'd put our orders in, and we're just waiting for that bar of progress to creep up and up and up, and pray that it got fully backed, so we could actually have the item. So yeah, I know the prices on that figure are crazy. So even though Danny looks like less of a figure in terms of what he comes with, he is someone people need for their collection, someone I need for my collection, someone I need to take pictures of for my collection of recreations and stuff like that. And so regardless of how teeny tiny he is or what little he comes with, or even if he falls apart on me, God damn it, I need that figure. So, and yeah, it's just part of the collecting game, sadly. But yeah, let us know. I'm going to go into the chat and see how all of you are feeling about it. I appreciate you all being here. Hit that like button if you could. That'd be great. If you haven't, bear with me, chaps. Let me find out where I am. Here we go. Rightio. So appreciated, Ben. Of course, mate. No worries. Idra, did you see on eBay USA? I won't ship it. Won't ship to UK. There is a custom shredder when he comes out of the garbage. I'd like to get your point of view on the figure. Can I post the link here? I've seen it. I've actually seen it, so you won't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'd probably say that's with the inclusion. If you have got the accessory pack, you've got the bent up helmet here. Okay, probably one of the easiest customs to make, right? Because his body is majority in shadow. I'm sure there's some cuts, but that's where you can have fun. You could create your own scars on his body. His face, all in shadow. You don't see the scars until he's got the new helmet on. And you've got the bent helmet. So I'd say if you've got a spare shredder or can get hold of a spare shredder, yank the old helmet off, Dremel down the peg, which the old helmet sits in, shove that on, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you have yourself a custom. I'd say give it a go yourself, mate. I always encourage, if you can, to get into customizing, especially with repaints and something like that. Honestly, you could easily do that yourself, even if you're a novice at customizing. It really is, I think, would be one of the easiest customs to make. A bit like that. It's simply just a head on a different body, but it's a kit bash. Kit bash falls under customizing. You've now just made a completely different figure. It's weird how the rules work, but then the rules, I didn't make them up. So honestly, I'd encourage you to give it a go yourself, mate. I really would. Thank you. My man means a lot. Oh my God, that is the letter. Ouch. I think my link didn't work, but I'll send it on IG. No worries, mate. I appreciate it. I did see it drop into the inbox. This conversation is between the two of them. Oh yeah, I remember now. They said there was a window and then poof, all out. For Danny, that was like 2 weeks in. That's what really irked me on that one. This is a real mess. NECA didn't catch up their own releases. I think this should be the best explanation. Philip, I keep hearing how Loot Crate is crap. So there's a history of mistakes going on, apparently. I mean, my first experience with Loot Crate was with the Spirit Splinter. I haven't gone for any others. I've seen plenty of YouTube reviewing other Loot Crates, but they haven't really said much about the actual shipping and handling of them. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going off of what other people have said. So if you've seen a history of them being crap, then I guess they've got a history of them being crap. But so far, they were all right with the first one.
I mean, I had a few Loot Crates before NECA took them over, and I didn't have any issues with them. I mean, some of them were just shit stuff, but there was no issue with getting them or anything.
Fair play. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I agree. When I'm watching some of the reviews, some of the items, I mean, you're in it mainly for the T-shirt and hoping that the figure is an actual action figure, or not just a bobblehead or something. But yeah, it depends on what one you. I mean, this was at a time before they actually had themed ones, and you just didn't know what you were going to get when they first started off. Let's have a look. Why won't NECA expand? How do you mean expand, Philip? What would you like them to? How would you like them to expand? I mean, let me know. I get the shipping notice this week, but I actually went back to buy a second sub back when they were up, and I couldn't buy it before the end date. So I was surprised people were able to get in late. I know. I don't know how people were.
Well, this is the thing. It's like I was saying. If you went back to get it after it sold out, you couldn't. But if you already had it in your car before the window shut, you could still check out with them.
Got it.
They're getting cancelled.
Right. Gotcha. There it is. Makes sense.
So you couldn't add them, but if you'd already added them, you could check out with them.
Yeah. Makes sense indeed, mate. I need Danny too. Even licensed said Sid Vicious shirt. I know, right? I would have loved the black t-shirt where it just said Sid. Maybe a custom on a different body, a taller body. If you're aware, Randy already quiet these days on Twitter. Something sure went wrong. I don't know. He has waves of coming in, hair guns blazing, and then disappearing again. I'm sure he's a busy man. Necker doing a lot. He's probably just busy, and he'll come in and
he comes in when they've got something good to say, and then leaves when it all goes to shit, and then comes back when it's going good, and then leaves going shit. Yeah, that's the deal with Twitter.
Yeah, that's it. Avoid all the drama. And avoid the drama. He'll chime in because when he comes in, he's going to get a lot of drama anyway. He'll say his piece, he says bits and bobs, and then he books it, not without dropping a few hints and teases that gets all excited, and then they never happen, which he's starting to do more and more of. I found out about Danny after the window had closed. That sucks, mate. That sucks. I mean, I did try and push it as much as possible, but I can only do so much on my end and the platforms that we have to try and make everyone aware. But no, it sucks you missed it, mate. I know not everyone's going to be able to see it. Tribute Entertainment message retracted. Why? What secrets are you keeping? I missed out on the accessory set. I don't start on the movie TMNT until November last year. I know, fair play, mate. Everyone's got a starting point, and I guess I was the same way with the Predator series. Thankfully, they did start reissuing them again. So who knows? We might get a second run of Token Razar and the accessory sets. But keep a lookout. Keep a lookout on Facebook groups. Keep a lookout on eBay for a good deal. You might just be able to snag one at a good rate. I haven't yet ordered. I have yet to order the set, but has anyone got the Hamada Yoshi and Oroku Saki figures? I've seen loads of people getting them. As I said before, we haven't had a whiff of a pre-order here in the UK, but I can't wait to get them just because the bucks look awesome for customizing them. I've got customizer's brain. I see that as just fodder. I want to get a set for somewhere in there, and for shooting, and a set to make other things out of. I'm not sure their system with China and plastics, but China and the world, who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm hearing the price of plastics going up. I'm hearing China. I don't know, mate. We just have to sit back with our popcorn and watch. Danny, don't blame yourself because I missed out. Yeah, mate, that's it. And that is a chat call up, I believe. So yeah, that is the fun and games. So with that, I had to end it. Not this, obviously, but I had to just throw my 2 cents in there. And yeah, so with that, that was a case closed. Cancellations were real. Shipping was real. All of it is true. Hopefully everyone gets their crates if they're within their window. Commiserations for those who haven't theirs cancelled, even if you're buying them to do naughty shit with it, like scalping. And I hope that people who missed out are able to get them before prices skyrocket. But that is the secondary market, sadly. But yeah, how it started, how it ended. But it's just crazy how 2 things have just happened with this thing. I mean, it's already been delayed, and now we're getting all of this. So hopefully no more drama around that front. Hopefully not. So yeah. But we'll keep you updated if there is.
Well, if they cancel my fucking Dark Turtle.
Oh, we riot. We take the fight to them. Okay, right. Just to move on to something a bit more mellow, if you will. And I think Configuration and Pietro, I don't know if he's watching. He's had a hard day. That's why he's not here right now. But let me share this. And Necker themselves shared this. And which is cool on them. Fair play to them for sharing out other people's artwork. But did any of you catch this? I'm sure Configuration did. The most massive Tokyo Raza diorama out there right now. This thing is monstrous. And if I do this, you'll see just how big it is. Fuck.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That is ridiculous. Knowing how big each of those figures are, this is insanity. This is insanity. I'm surprised Configuration didn't go this big, considering I know how big you like to go. But yeah, let us know what you thought when you saw this, or if this is the first time seeing this, let us know. This is insane. I want to know where you got the 1/12 scale cars from to make the wreckage of these cars.
Yeah, I mean, I assume they're like old, like the RC shells.
Yeah, RC car chassis, like, or they're just Bratz vehicles, just painted and chopped up. I don't know.
The only criticism I've got of this whole thing is, and anyone that's going to do this on this sort of scale, you need to watch the war gamers, like the tabletop, like Dungeon Dragon, all that sort of stuff. When they build their huge boards, they do it like a lot of them do it like this on MDF, and you can see how it's warped.
Oh yeah,
and that's from obviously it's like we'll put all the sand and stuff down, and that'll be like PVA glue put down on the board, and then sprinkle that on. And because it's water based, it soaks in and then warps the board. So a lot of them build like a frame around the board, like braced across it while they're doing that to hold everything in place.
Yeah.
Stop it warping. Not that that's like particularly bad. And it's not even like, look at it, it's fucking brilliant. I'm hardly criticizing it, but if anyone's looking at doing anything with like an MDF base, always look at doing that if you're going to PVA it, because it will warp. Yeah.
Just something to be aware of if you decide to go this big, if you will. As you can see, slight warpage. And it makes sense. Yeah. PVA, it's water based. It's going to soak in. It's going to have an effect on your MDF, especially at this size. But yeah, other than that, just the teeniest, and it isn't that bad either. But it is just there. You did right. But in terms of size, this,
in terms of everything, it's mind blowing.
I really wish I had the room for something like this. I mean, this portion alone, you could have just built separately.
Yeah.
Just I didn't even remember this being, but it feels like it fits into the scene. So, hats off to this guy, Bryce Nublar. His account is right there if you want to follow him. And yeah, he's also the man who made this awesome water dock with the resin water as a base. So yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so I thought I'd just share that bit of fun, something we come across, and yeah, just mind blowing what people can do. Not to knock on anyone else's, they've all done great. Configuration's done some mad ones. Pietro's done some great ones. Dripperama's done some great ones, and there's plenty others out there. And yeah, this sort of thing should inspire you if you have the room and the space. If you don't, like me, I feel for you because I'm jealous as hell. Go for it. Just go for it. Because this is the kind of thing you could have. So yeah.
I love it. I can't get over how good it is.
No, I've looked at this thing like for about half an hour straight when I first saw it. I just studied it. I literally just studied every area to see what I could see. So yeah, worthy of a NECA share for sure. Okay. So let's see what the old chit chat is saying. Tokyo and Raza I didn't get because I was low on the money in lockdown one. A lot of people in that situation, so I feel for you there, my man. I really do. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a second run. Sorry, I meant to say, Ben, don't blame yourself that I missed out. No, it's all good. I just feel for you, bro. I feel for you. Because, even though if we share on our platforms, that this thing's out, it's still, we only got limited reach. It's up to whoever follows them as well. We just hope other people share it enough that the word gets around.
Yeah,
so that's right.
Nothing worse. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I started collecting years ago, and there's still things that I missed out on that came out before then that I'd love now, and I'm never going to get.
Yeah, Yeah, consider it grails, put it on the grail list, and never stop hunting because you never know. All right. Thank you all for the info, guys. Glad to chat about this and get some or get some out. Of course, mate. Of course, this needs to be a cased and an AQ museum. Yeah, I agree. In a museum, 100%. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Highly agree. That diorama is insane. Damn, hell yeah, it is. Used TMNT collectors need to put together a museum of just TMNT toys and dios. I agree. Can you imagine if every diorama maker out there we could create the fucking entire set of both films, have it in one giant, massive warehouse room, and just take pictures. And have a meet up, throw a barbecue on, get some beers. It'll be awesome. This will cost a lot of money to put together, but we can dream, right? We could dream. But yeah, it's insane, absolutely insane. I see configurations. Got something to say about it down here. I'm going to get to it in a second. In my best Jim Carrey voice, now that's impressive. Good points. No, not first time, but we talk about the Dripperama and result diorama owner is not artist, but artist is a genius and has vision for sure. Okay, so the person who Necker shouted out is not the original artist. Interesting. So it's something he's commissioned. Am I getting that right? If so, does anyone know?
I want to know who we commissioned it from.
Yeah. If we can work that one out. Awesome. Okay. So sidestepping away from the TMNT stuff for just one little second. And we're going to get back to some more in a bit. But Diamond Select about a new Johnny Lawrence figure. Why am I showing this? Because it's got Eagle fucking Fang on it. Okay. Now, Tom, you haven't caught up with Cobra Kai yet, have you?
Nah. Nowhere near. I've done season 1 and that was it.
Definitely got to get on the rest as soon as you can, because this then will make sense why he's got Eagle Fang Karate on there. But if no one's seen it, or if you can imagine, he no longer has Cobra Kai, so he starts his own dojo. And because he loves things that sound badass, he's just put Eagle Fang Karate together, and it's as silly as that. And he gets mocked for it in the show quite a lot, but it's great. It's great. It's a great logo. I've got a freaking t-shirt of it. It's awesome. So yeah. So looking forward to this. Hopefully, I'm not. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of info on it if anyone is interested. So I'm going to scroll up. Here we go. So all the usual shit, chat, and show, and in shop February 23rd next year. Okay. So yeah, let us know if you're interested in that one. I am curious. I'd rather it weren't Diamond Select making Cobra figures. I'll play doing Cobra figures, even though I'm glad they all exist.
Well, you've gone robot again.
So if someone like NECA or Mayfex, no, Mezco would be on board. Lost Tom. Are you still there, Tom? There you are. Apologies if I've got a robot mode. My internet's being an idiot. There we are. Just got your message as well, Tom. Am I all right? Can you hear me still?
Yep. You're back.
I'm back. Back in the room. Still looking handsome. Good stuff. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. That's some of the fun there. Now, if I pull up, Tom dropped this in the group for our Facebook chat. Now, I just want to pull it up. Let me know if I go robotic again at any point, Tom.
It's starting to slow down again.
Still. Brilliant. Yeah, it really is. Just hold fire for a second, let it recharge, let it sort itself out. Let me just go here for 2 seconds. If I go robotic, just vamp for a bit, Tom.
Do my jazz hands.
Have I completely dropped out?
It's kind of frozen. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if anyone can.
Let me refresh. Let me refresh. Oh yeah, it's completely frozen. Yeah, it's frozen on my end as well. Let's have a look. See if I can switch to a different internet. Yeah, it's completely gone. Tonight. Okay. Hopefully, I'm still good.
Oh, perfect now.
Can you hear me now? Am I all right? Yeah, are we good?
Yep.
We back. Verify that it's you.
Oh, you were back. And now it's just me. Right, hopefully he gets his internet sorted. Because we're finally about to talk Batman figures. He's trying to get it. He's trying to get it. I don't even know if this is still working when he's not on it. Because we do it through his thing, so I could just be chatting to myself now.